rain! Rain streaks, you know we coming! Let's eat! Hey, we got eat! Let's eat! That's all we got. I told you! It don't matter, we gotta eat!
Hey, Carpe, Omnia. That's all I gotta say, man. And hey, Sunday night definitely brought that energy. Seize everything. We came into MetLife Stadium, Sunday night football with all the hype around the stinking Giants. And we went out there and we dominated. Blew them out 40-0. Didn't even let them score a point. We was dominant. And let me say, man, the haters are hating, man. I had Eagle fans coming out trying to, you know what I'm saying, use us as the measuring stick between their performance against, the Patriots with our performance against the Giants. Oh, it's just the Giants. Y'all beat Danny Dimes. Y'all beat Saquon Barkley in a bag of chips. That's what they've been saying, right? But all summer, we heard these 3 and 4 letter networks hype up the Giants, say that Daniel Jones has improved. He has he improved underneath Brian Daboll. Brian Daboll is the coach of the year. They look great. They went to they came out there with low expectations with nobody, and they made it to the playoffs and won a playoff game with nobody. They said that. Now all of a sudden, we blow them out 40-0 Sunday Night Football, and they just say, "Oh, it's just the Giants." See, this is what they do. This is what they do. It's all hating, but that's what I want. I want them to keep that same energy because I best believe that was not a fluke. This defense we got is real, man. And like the clip you just saw, they hungry, man. And that's what I like to see. Micah spread that energy ever since he came into the building. Let's just do a quick flashback of the former regime that we had to now. Let's flashback to 2019. Remember 2019, we missed the playoffs. We lacked toughness. We was all flashy. We America's team, blah, blah, blah. And we still coming up short, but we came up short in a pathetic way. 2019, we didn't make the playoffs. The whole team gave up on Jason Garrett. Then 2020, see how things kind of turn around. Of course, we had Mike Nolan, but we still had players out there that just didn't have that dog in them. We always looked for a safety that had a dog. We was all searching. We never had that. We had the worst defense ever, and we had players like Xavier Woods that's out there saying, "Hey, I take plays off because I don't always go 100%." That's what we had on our team. Now Dan Quinn comes in. We got dogs. We've been drafting nothing but dogs on the team, getting free agents here and there. They got that dog mentality, molding them into the type of player that they can truly be underneath Dan Quinn's system. And now they out here just going in. Like even the new draft guys that we got, the young guys, the undrafted guys, Wanye Thomas out there making plays. You know what I'm saying? He got that dog in him. Deron Bland got that dog in him. We got players out there, Marquise Bell stepping in and doing his thing. That's what I like to see in this football team. We got dogs. We got Gilly. You know what I'm saying? Gilly Lock. Stephon Gilmore in this thing. Dog. Trayvon Diggs. Dog. We got Brandon Cooks, dog. CeeDee Lamb, like Dak Prescott. We got some dogs, man. This what I like to see. And from that clip, we ready, man. We coming. Like Deion Sanders say, we coming. And we play the Jets. Now let me go ahead and get into the Jets, man. Okay, so if you have been hiding under a rock or something, last night Aaron Rodgers, the boogeyman for the Cowboys, tore his Achilles, so he's out for the season. And we play them this week, home opener in Dallas. Now, we play Zach Wilson instead of Aaron Rodgers, and I really wanted to play Aaron Rodgers because I felt like we owe him some revenge. We got rid of the boogeyman and Tom Brady because Tom Brady always beat us, but Aaron Rodgers always beat us, and I wanted that revenge game on Aaron Rodgers. I wanted our defense to go after him. But the Buffalo Bills got to him first. And I'm not saying I wanted us to injure him. I just said I wanted us to really get some payback and really beat him, fair and square. So we're going against Zach Wilson. And I'm not going to underestimate this team because they have a top 5 defense. They have some dogs on defense, just like we got dogs on defense. Thing is, with the Jets, their offense isn't as good as ours. Our offense is good. We're just still figuring out our identity. We know our identity. We know we want to run the ball. We know we want to get the ball out of Dak Prescott's hand fast. And I believe we can do it. We got the weapons to do it. Of course, they didn't have to do that because when we played out there in the Giants, we were so far ahead of the game that, shoot, they like, well, no need of going ahead and stacking up points on the scoreboard like a former offensive coordinator wanted to do and ruin our chances and give teams life. We kept it conservative. We kept the ball rolling, and we just played a nice, clean game. Dak Prescott jersey was clean as I don't know what. They don't even have to clean his jersey. That's how I want it. Everything was so clean. Everybody want to point out Dak Prescott's stats. He only had like 134 or 43 yards, and no touchdowns. That's good. Because you know what else he didn't have? He ain't had no interceptions. That's all I care about. We ain't turned the ball over. Now, y'all wanted to go out here and beat the table down all season of Dak Prescott turning the ball a lot. Well, guess who lead the league in turnovers right now? And they just played last night. Josh Allen. Josh Allen, the top 3 quarterback people have on the I heard them. I seen the list. They named this dude elite. One of the elite quarterbacks in this league because he went to an AFC championship game in 2020. Because he went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes in an overtime game that he didn't have a chance to get the ball back. This is what we do. We crown these guys too fast, but we ignore all the turnovers he threw. The games that he calls. But when Dak Prescott does, it's a different story. But I'm not going to get into that. That's just a little snippet of how I feel about the whole situation. But let's stay on the Cowboys. Now, we played the Jets Sunday, mid-game. They just came off of a nice fairy tale win in overtime. Yeah, they lost their quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, but they still won the game against the Bills. They won it. And the reason why they won that game was Josh Allen turned over the ball so many times and kept them in the game. We can't do that. We cannot give this team life. Yes, they don't have Aaron Rodgers, but they still got a great defense. And special teams definitely came in their way. Personally, I feel like we got, a great chance of beating this team. I'm not going to say we won't blow them out because I believe this is going to be a heavily defensive game. And I thought the same way against the Giants, to be honest. I thought that, especially with it being rain last week, I felt like, okay, the defense is going to show up. And I think this is going to be a low-scoring game defensively. Now, I will say this about the Jets. Their offensive line is terrible. They have a terrible offensive line, one of the reasons why Aaron Rodgers got hurt. And our defense is too hungry, bro. They licking their chops, drooling hard, looking at the Jets' offensive line. And I think one of their offensive linemen got hurt too. So, hey, Zach Wilson will be running for his life. And one thing that the Jets are definitely going to test on our defense is our running game, our running defense. And they got 2 good backs. They have Dalvin Cook from, they traded, they didn't trade, they signed that he was with the Vikings. And they got Breece Hall, and he was a good back. He could have been Offensive Rookie of the Year had he didn't, tear his Achilles. So, not Achilles, his ACL. So, he played pretty good last night, man. I'm not even stunned. He had some good runs. Our defense needs to step up to the plate. We cannot give them life to figure out something. And I definitely don't want them to expose a weakness. Because right now, our team is dangerous. A lot of teams will put on notice on our defense. And if they feel like, okay, one weakness on their defense is they can't stop the run, we're going to run at Micah Parsons, that's going to be a problem. And the Giants, they were running the ball in the beginning of that game. I feel like if they probably stuck to it, I'm not saying they would have won, but they probably would have got a score on us. We just beat them so hard. Life hit them so hard that they didn't have no choice but to pass the ball. That's the same thing we need to do to this team, to the Jets. We need to hit them in the mouth. Special teams, too. We need to do something. We need to be able to turn over the ball. We need to do something dramatic. We got to put on that pressure because we do not want them to get comfortable running the ball and feel like they have to run the ball to win this game. Our strength is making the offense pass the ball. That's it. And we can do that. We just got to hit them in the mouth. So I'm pumped about this season, man. Like, we can start off very, very good. I'm looking at how my schedule is. So we beat the Giants. I already had us beating the Giants. You know, if y'all looked at some of my schedule predictions, I had us already beating the Giants. I had no concern about playing the Giants. And I had us going out there beating the Jets. And I believe we will. Even when they had Aaron Rodgers, I believe we was going to beat the Jets. So we beat the Jets. Then guess what? We go down to Arizona, and we can start off 3-0. We can start off good, man. 3-0. Then we play the Patriots. They look pretty good defensively. You know, their offense looks okay, but I think we can beat the Patriots. We can go to the 49ers with a lot of confidence in our pockets with 4 wins racked up. Just think about it, because this is not far apart. So, hey, let me know what y'all think, man. I think we got a good chance against these Jets. How you feel about our defense? Do you feel like our offense is a problem? I don't think our offense is a problem. I believe they just didn't, put everything out there. And I honestly believe that because of how the game went. But I will say this. Our tight ends got to step up. You know, I hate hearing people saying that we lost Dalton Schultz and stuff like that. Like, Dalton Schultz was just another, tight end. I believe Jay Ferguson and Peyton Hendershot would get together as far as catching the ball. We need that. But, let me know what y'all think. Again, hey, hit that like button, share this content, and sub, man. Sub up to your boy trying to get to 1K. And I appreciate all the support from all my subscribers. Y'all are awesome. Hey, football is here, and it's just so much stuff going on. I appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.